Hi guys, how are you? This is Farwa and I'm working as an active real estate consultant in Dubai. Today I'm with you again with a very interesting topic, and it's actually a procedure that I want all of you to know because it's one of the most common procedures used in Dubai in real estate. And this is about all of you guys who are either new to Dubai or are looking to rent a property. So this is for all the tenants who are ready to book an apartment for rent. So let's start the process. First of all, let me give you a bit of a brief about what all do you need while you are going to start renting a property. There is a concept of a short-term rental and a long-term rental in Dubai. Anything which is up and above 6 months is considered a long-term rental, whether you're renting an apartment, you're renting a villa, or you're renting a townhouse. So if you have a valid Emirates ID, means a valid residence visa, then in that case you are definitely eligible to rent a property. If you are on a visit visa, then it's a no-no. You cannot legally rent a long-term property in Dubai. Yes, obviously you check your documents and you have either your visa pasted on your passport or you have a visa application submitted already which is under process. Both can be accepted. You are eligible for rent. So let's start with step number 1. What you have to do first of all is to go online and check a few websites which are Property Finder, Dubizzle and Bayut. You can also go to Just Rental and Just Property, where you can also see properties for rent and sale. However, these are the most commonly used and the most popular property portals in Dubai, and this will greatly help you because you can custom search your properties here. So while custom searching your properties on these portals, there are a few important things that you have to consider. Obviously, you're looking for a property for rent and you have already made up your mind about your budget, as well as the kind of location you want to live in. So while you are searching the properties, you can browse on these portals and put on different filters with the number of bedrooms, let's say with a specific view you want to look at, and also size-wise you can see if you want a smaller apartment or if you want a bigger apartment, if you have an interest for a bigger balcony or terrace. All these can be custom searched, and this greatly enhanced the results of your online search. So once you're doing this, keep in mind what kind of property you're looking for, and it will become really easy for you. While you go on different portals, you will also see you can also see which are the properties which are lowest in terms of rent, which are the ones which are newly listed. There are some verified listings, obviously, which is even more superior to other listings, and there are some other which will come in your premium search. And also there are a lot of filters which you can play with, and this will definitely help you to find the right property. Step number 2. While you have searched the portals and found out a property that you like in pictures and with the details online, what you can do is arrange a viewing of the property. For this, you'll have to contact the brokerage company or the specific broker that you have seen online. Please call them, arrange a viewing, because it is always good to see a property before booking it. Secondly, the most important thing is that in Dubai, we have RERA registered brokers. RERA stands for Real Estate Regulatory Authority, and they are the one who issue a specific license to the real estate brokers, and this is kind of a permit for them to work as a real estate broker. So a person who is RERA registered will always be able to help and protect your rights as a tenant. So my advice to you is always choose a RERA registered broker. Step number 3. Now you have chosen the property that you liked and you want to go ahead with this next step, that will be to negotiate for the rental amount. For that, you can speak to your landlord through your registered broker. You can place an offer with a security deposit check as well, so to show that you are really serious and you are negotiating because you are serious about it and you want to move in ASAP. Moreover, you can also negotiate in terms of some benefits or perks that you can get from the landlord. It could be 1 month free package, some discount on the fees here and there. Plus, you can also negotiate in terms of number of checks. The norm in Dubai is between 2 to 4 rental checks over the 1 year period. So if you want to give your best offer and if you want to cut the most on the rental amount to negotiate, give a one check offer. That will give you the best price ever. Some more important things within this step is to know what kind of parking you are getting. There are some buildings which will give you a covered parking, some will give you an open parking space, and some buildings will not give you parking. So in that case, you will have to park in the public parking, and believe me, it's very difficult to find parking in Dubai in working day, in working timings, and after work it becomes immensely difficult. So better to go with a property which has a covered parking, because obviously it's Dubai, it's most of the time it's really hot. So another way to check that you definitely are getting a parking with the apartment is to ask for the title deed. Title deed is a document which proves the ownership of the property, and your parking number is mostly written on the title deed. So once you ask for the title deed from the broker, he will give it to you, and you will see what parking is it. Is it on basement? Is it on podium? So that will also make your life easier. Plus, ask about all kind of amenities that you're going to get with the property, with the apartment, whether there is gym, whether there is pool, steam, sauna. So anything that comes with the apartment, you should be knowing about it, and you should be knowing about it completely before you sign the contract. Now let's go to step number 4. Once you have been through all these processes, now is the time to know what all you have to exactly pay in terms of securing the apartment for rent. That asks for a complete payment breakdown details from the registered broker. So just ask him about everything to avoid any kind of surprises later on, because there are a couple of charges apart from the rental amount that you have to pay, like connection charges for utilities like DEWA and chiller and gas and all these things. Plus there is also an agency fee involved in this. I will explain you all these fees in the next steps. Let's see step number 5. Once you have seen all the details checked, confirmed, and you are ready to rent the apartment, you have already negotiated the price, what you have to do is to submit a security deposit, which is a refundable security deposit of 5% in the name of the landlord to the brokerage company or the broker, and as well as sign the contract alongside. Apart from that, you will also have to write the post-dated rental checks in case you are doing multiple number of checks. Then you have to submit all these documents to the brokerage company. Now, there are some people who are really new to Dubai and who have not gotten the chance to open a bank account yet, or your payment is being done by your company. In that case, how can you present or give the checks? In that case, what we do is normally we'll have to request for indemnity letter. For example, I need to rent an apartment and I do not have a checkbook. I will request my friend, my brother, my parents, or anybody else who has a checkbook here to write the checks in the name of the landlord. However, he and I will also sign an indemnity letter, which is called a third-party letter, in order to give a security that in case anything happens tomorrow, that person will take care of the rental payment. So that is also one way in case you do not have checkbook available with you. This will ease your process. Step number 6 is when the checks will be accepted by the landlord and the contract is signed by the landlord and it comes back to you. What do you have to do? You will have to go to an EJAARI center and get your contract registered. Once you register your tenancy contract, it is called EJAARI, and there is a fee for it, which is 219 dirhams, which is paid by the tenant. As well as this is very important, and a lot of people they avoid this step, but you should not as a tenant, because this is your right and it will secure your future rights as a tenant. It is a contract between you and the landlord and the RERA. So it protects your rights as a tenant, and please do not avoid it. And also, now once you register your EJAARI, only then you will be able to do the rest of the processes, which are the connections and all. Let's go to step number 7. Now, once your EJAARI is registered, you will automatically receive an SMS on your mobile number that you have registered with EJAARI for the connection of DEWA. While clicking on that link, it will take you to the DEWA website and you can register. Let me tell you what is DEWA, you must be imagining. DEWA is Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. With this connection, you will be able to get these utilities at your apartment. Let me tell you something. The landlord also gets registered at DEWA. However, you as a tenant will also need to be registered. The normal fees for the registration of DEWA is 2,130 dirhams, which is a refundable security deposit. 2,000 is what gets back to you after you move out of the apartment. However, 130 is the connection charge. But now, during the COVID-19 situation, the government has announced some discounts, and this security deposit is reduced from 2,130 to 1,130. So that's a great time to rent a property as well. Now guys, it just gets connected between, the normal time is 24 hours, but it'll be connected between 4 to 6 hours. That's really quick here. After that, if you are in a building which is not chiller free, a few of the buildings here are chiller free as well, where you do not pay for the chiller charges, which are the AC cooling charges. However, there are separate different operators like MECool, Empower and MR District Cooling, which are separate chiller units. So you will have to register and pay a security deposit between 1,700 to 2,000, 2,500, which is also a refundable security deposit towards these chiller companies, and they will do the chiller connection as well. Apart from that, it depends which building you are residing in. You'll have to do your gas connection if required and your internet connection. That's completely up to you how you want to do it. Now, I've missed a very important point in the start. What all you have to pay while you are renting the property. You are paying your 5% security deposit to the landlord. You are paying your rental checks, and you're also paying an agency commission to the real estate broker you have appointed for helping you through the process. That amount varies from 5 to 10% depending on the kind of service and the kind of property you are renting. There are a few tips that I want to give you as per my own experience, and what I also do when I'm renting a property for myself is, whenever you are making any kinds of payments, always take the receipts. Whether you're paying the security deposit, whether you're paying the agency commission, or whether you're paying the rental checks towards the landlords, always take a receiving or a receipt so that you're secured for future. Moreover, when you have done all your connections and you are ready to move into the property, please do a proper snagging. That means that once you move in, you check everything in the apartment. If the cleaning and painting is done, if there is any kind of damage or any maintenance issue in the apartment, because it is very, very important. Once you do your contract, there is few clauses mentioned about the maintenance charges. We have two special terms here that we use, which is the minor maintenance charges, which is anything that is up to or less than 500 dirhams, and major maintenance charges, which is anything above 500 dirhams. Minor maintenance charges has to be borne by the tenant as well itself. For example, during the course of time you're staying in the apartment and you have some bulbs fused, or there's a bit of a leakage here and there that can be easily fixed, that will be on the tenant. However, if there is a bigger issue like your water heater has collapsed, or there is a problem in the AC cooling and there's a filter change required or something like that, which is a bigger maintenance issue, that has to be taken care by the landlord. So my advice and suggestion to you as a new tenant, please do the proper snagging, check everything, take pictures, keep a record with yourself, because this will save your security deposit that you have paid. And whenever you're staying in the apartment and when you are moving out, you can check both the pictures and your record, that what all you have paid and how was the condition of the apartment when you move in, so that there is no unnecessary blame on you in case there is any kind of damage in the apartment. So this is all for now. I hope you guys have understood the whole process of renting a property in Dubai. It is same for an apartment and a townhouse or any villa. except a few difference in payments on DEWA. Like in villas you have a different fee for DEWA than the apartment. Rest of the process is completely same. And please like my video, subscribe my channel, and share the video if you think you have gotten some information out of it. I will be back again with another video, and see you again guys. Ciao.